check. Hello.
Hey.
Fade it on out, baby. Welcome to Over Akron.
All right.
Hello, Akron.
Welcome to Over Akron.
I'm Colin.
I'm David.
I'm Bradley.
And this is Over Akron, Summit County, Ohio's most Summit County podcast.
That's right.
How you guys doing?
Welcome to our annual
3-3-0 day.
We made it. We freaking made it.
Yeah.
3-3-0, baby. As everybody knows, the area
Nobody
code.
knows 330.
Everybody knows 330, David.
We're
the
talking-
world famous area code of Akron, Canton, and Youngstown, Ohio.
Yeah, you're here in the house, 100%. Dude, man, did you catch the show at Jilly's Music Room the other day? It was I forget who it was, but it was great downtown.
I was hanging out with Johnny Unitas' grandson.
Oh yeah, because he lives here in Akron,
And
where we are right now.
No, we were in Canton specifically.
You were down in Canton.
We were at the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Oh, nice.
It was really good.
No,
They've got a new bar.
yeah. Colin, you got a buddy who has a house down on the West Reservoir, right? You're hanging out by the lake weekend?
Yeah,
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah, down there.
Down.
One of us has done more extensive research.
Well, this actually, the thing that I was doing was I get to now show everybody.
Well, I
my
want
favorite
to
map.
make one more local reference.
Okay.
I told you.
Oh, the
I told
banter.
you going
Okay,
on.
yes.
No,
The banter that we didn't prepare.
Who's paying attention to March Madness right now?
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't care. I don't care if we got blown out by Arizona in the first round, but I'm still riding the high from last month's 77-72 conference champ over Kent State.
Kent State can suck it.
Yeah. Go Zips, baby.
Go
Zips.
Zips.
Except that.
Z's up. Sultan.
That's right.
Anybody get that reference? Please, for the love of God.
Yeah, because we're in Akron, of course.
Somebody get that reference.
This gives a great.
Did I do the Z backwards? There it was.
We'll fix it in post.
My B.
Can I show the map now?
No.
Oh, we like looking at maps.
Does anybody like maps like we
Who's here for maps?
Unironically, this is. I'm going to show you my favorite map now,
Okay.
and it's going to be your favorite map in about 3 seconds. 3, 2, 3. Here we go. Area codes that rapper Ludacris claims he has hoes in. Now, does Ludacris have hoes in the 330?
Any guesses?
He doesn't.
He does not.
None whatsoever.
How dare he skip this beautiful land?
Now,
It's fertile.
it's Ohio, baby.
Yeah. Hey.
So now, everybody please rise.
It is time for our pledge. We do a pledge every single show. Please stand up.
Please
And it'll
rise,
be-
please rise. We're all gonna say it together, everybody. You guys turn and face the screen.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep. Because you can't see it.
Okay,
and
yeah.
I'm gonna, yes. Cool.
Here, don't stand up so that make sure people can see.
Okay, jeez.
We rehearsed
Okay,
thoroughly.
that's right. Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes, Dad.
Here we go. Everybody together, say it. We all know it. I pledge allegiance to Kristen M. Scalise, CPA, CFE, the Summit County Fiscal Officer, and to our taxes, which we prefer to be spent on securing LeBron's legacy. Let's face it, Akronites, we all know LeBron's the GOAT and not Michael Jordan. Chicago, yuck! It was a different game back then. It ain't the 90s anymore. Let's go over the facts. LeBron is 3 inches taller. LeBron has 40% more assists per game. And as we say here in Akron, LeBron's version of Space Jam was objectively better. We would know. We accounted for over 75% of its box office revenue. But there's one thing Michael Jordan accomplished in his career that LeBron simply hasn't, and we need to change that. That's why we need to coax LeBron James to take his talents and bring them back to his real hometown, Akron, Ohio, baby! And take a minor league contract with none other than the Cleveland Guardians AA affiliate, our Akron Rubber Ducks! Go Rubber Ducks! Cuyahoga Valley National Park. Go Akron! I am rubber, you are glue. Blimps are cool, buy tires. Goodyear.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
All right, for real. This is Overarching, St. Louis's podcast about St. Louis in St. Louis by St. Louis.
That's right.
I don't know.
Sorry that our 314 day got tornadoed out. But we're here now
Ralph
together, and that's so important.
Real quick. Quick hoe check. Does Luda have hose in the 314?
Yeah.
Of course he does.
Absolutely.
Ain't that right?
And not in the 618, not in the 636.
Yeah.
Just right here.
Yeah,
In the city.
Real quick, before we make that very good segue, David, do you want to mention something about the cans in our hands and the sign in front of the table?
Yes. Our beloved John Charlton, who sponsors this show with First Bank, is sick tonight, so he cannot be here. What a loser. Who has 11-year-old children?
Not you.
Yeah. No, not yet.
Not yet.
If I do my job well. Sorry, babe.
If you play your cards right,
Yeah.
he might
First Bank, the
survive.
sponsor of our entire shows, all of them, and we love them very much. Tonight's show live is being brought to you by Urban Chestnuts. Not the other people that we apparently have to dislike now.
Anyway, more on that later.
More on that later.
Also, if you didn't know, Urban Chestnut recently released a non-alcoholic beer called Pilot. We have it here. It tastes a lot like Zwickel Light, which is pretty cool, like a nice weedy whatever. I don't know. If you like NA beer, it's an option. So
Is it called pilot because pilots can drink it while flying?
Yeah.
yes, that's it.
I think that's exactly why it's called that.
And,
the other thing that we need to talk about. Give it up for the Adam Annis Trio, everybody! If you're not aware, you are now
Yep.
that they are truly the epitome of talent in St. Louis music. Adam Annis. Caleb, I don't know your last name. What's your last name, Caleb? Kirby, that's correct. Thank you, Caleb Kirby. And Bob Debu, the greatest bass name ever made.
Yeah.
woo, woo, woo.
Thanks for playing, y'all.
Yeah. So
Check him out. Check him out.
Yeah.
We're taking a quick intermission here in a little bit. Check him out.
And then mostly check them out starting in May. They have a residency, 8 o'clock at night at Sippy
On what day
on
of the week?
Cherokee.
Down on Cherokee
Every
Street.
Thursday night.
Every Thursday night. Sweet.
right.
So as we were
David?
saying,
What?
I think you have a
yeah,
segment to take us into.
We get confused sometimes, but we're gonna try and keep
know.
us from getting confused in the future.
I just
and
keep
not forget what city we're in. So we're gonna play a game that David has brought to us.
I keep thinking about sick fills, dog.
Yeah.
All right. We're playing a game called
Is
this
this
St.
ST?
Louis?
Oh, nope.
You can do a St.
Let's try that one more time.
Okay. Is
This
this
St.
STL?
No, all right, fuck
Are
it.
you doing your thing or you want to do my thing?
Let's do your thing because it's your segment.
So am I going
We're going to
STL?
play a game called Is This St. Louis? There you
Okay,
go.
great. Does anybody else like maps that we've previously talked about?
We should have called this show Map Quest.
Does anybody spend hours upon hours on Google Maps like we do?
Who? Show of hands. Who? No. Wait. I have a more specific question. Who in here takes Google Maps adventures while pooping?
That makes sense.
I knew I wasn't alone. Don't scowl. I see some scowls. I see some scowls from this audience. Don't judge. Don't yuck yums in here.
Okay, does anybody want to take a stab at this first one?
Is this St. Louis?
All right.
Let's see it.
Oh,
Let's
hold on.
take a quick.
We're going.
You're gonna learn pretty quickly.
Okay.
Learn very quickly.
This
Is
we
it
need some-
St. Louis?
We need. So, okay, I'm hearing some no's. I'm hearing some yeses. Okay, yes, but specifically where?
could be.
I
Do
think
we know?
We don't need to go. That's not in the title.
We don't
Is
know
this
if this
St.
is
Louis?
we don't know if this is from St. Louis. I
Boy,
want to hear
boy,
it. People are
boy.
so committed that this is St. Louis. I feel
So
like
eyes,
they might know. but
eyes,
this is
voice, eye.
Yes
Is it
or
St.
no?
Louis? Yes or no? Or no?
I'm skeptical because like
Bradley, by the way, Bradley doesn't know. Only Colin and I know.
yeah they prepped this game and I have no idea what's coming up.
Which is more fun.
My thoughts here are it's very plausible, but also like man, a Rent-A-Center and a Len Nation and a Dollar General and a Dollar Tree all in the same place, like that's a lot. I mean, I guess that's also could be a thing. I just haven't seen it. Also, because I have a 20...
Are you seriously taking this long?
No, I'm not. I won't take
We
this long.
have a few of these.
It does. Is Underwood Plaza a thing here in town? Because I can see back in the corner of it. Let's find out.
What's your answer, Bradley? Yes or no?
I'm gonna go with no.
It's St. Louis!
Oh, okay.
Specifically just outside of
Metro East.
Belleville.
It's technically
Metro East.
Swansea, you numbnut.
Okay, fair. But Metro East counts,
You think
everybody.
you
Metro
poop
East
and
counts.
map at the same time? No, you don't. I
right.
do.
I don't
What's
know.
next?
I don't know if I can Google view everything. Is
All right.
this
Is
St.
this
Louis?
I'm hearing a lot of no's this time.
What do you
I'm
think,
hearing a lot
Bradley?
of yeses
I'm
from here.
gonna go with Bradley first before I poll the audience.
Yeah. I mean, like, boy, does it look plausible.
Someone said no, like effervescently over here. No, it's not. Oh, so you do not consider Winslow Parkway St. Louis?
Actually,
That we can get into that debate.
no, we can't. It's objectively not. But also for the.
As somebody who went
but I
to
feel like it
Winslow
would be
High
outside
School,
the spirit of the game.
it is not. It is
So,
objectively not.
Bradley, what's your
You know, I'm gonna hedge my bets and just answer no every single time.
cool?
my
That'll
gosh.
work. What do you think, audience?
Yeah, no.
It
St.
is.
Charles, you numbnuts! Yeah!
You were
think
close.
you know things.
Is this St. Louis?
Are you learning the homogeneity of America sucks? Are you learning very quickly?
Let's roll through these. Bradley, what do you think this is?
I think it's not.
Yes,
You think
no?
it's not? What is the little Montgomery Employment Opportunity
doesn't
Center?
mean anything. Montgomery's just a name of a place sometimes.
It could be. It could be. It could be. What do you guys think? No.
The bearded man says no.
It is Dayton, Ohio, baby.
We love our Ohio.
Is it St. Louis? We got two more. They're loving this day.
Well,
I'm gonna stick to my guns and say no.
I'm getting a lot of head shakes on this one.
Is Avery here tonight? No, Avery? Is Avery here with you tonight? Is Avery in the room with us? My one friend from this town. It is Rapid City, South Dakota.
City, South Dakota.
And one more.
Last
This one I knew off go.
Oh, absolutely.
It's St. Louis? Yeah? It's Alton, Illinois. It is. You're right.
Is it St. Louis Obispo?
Does anybody know where this is?
It's Alton, Illinois.
Holy crap, hold on, what? That's not fair, you shouldn't be
Wait a
here.
minute, what?
That's not fair, Coder. That's not fair, Coder.
What? You said it was Alton?
It is
Oh my God, it is
Washington,
Leavenworth,
ladies
Washington.
and
It's the middle of
gentlemen.
the fucking woods, but it is Leavenworth, Washington.
Give it up for Kevin Coder. The man who has hiked how many miles?
We're pushing 10K.
Yeah,
10K.
Wow.
Jesus Christ, Kevin.
Jesus.
10,000 miles?
It's a Pacific Crest Trail town.
Yes, that's
I know what that means.
I did not make that connection that you would have been on that trail. Damn it. I was wanting to be like, oh, the May flag. It's Bavaria. Damn it.
All right. It's time for some news.
That's right. At the time of recording.
At the time of recording, Spanish Lake man arrested again for lewd acts on Metrolink.
Did anybody hear about this?
St. Louis County, Missouri. Fox 2 Now. A Spanish Lake man is in custody after allegedly having sex with the seat of a Metrolink train.
Are you sure it's just not JD Vance?
No, that's couches.
Yeah.
Also, J.D. Vance would not be caught dead on public transportation.
Good point.
I also like Spanish Lake man.
Yeah, no, reading this,
Spanish lake
I made this
So it's a
observation earlier.
Spanish,
Is
comma,
looking.
Lake Man.
Well, yeah, like if you weren't from here, you read the article and think like, it's a merman.
It's
Man of the
hola,
lake.
hola,
Anita
soy
Montoya
el
takes a dive
hombre
in the lake.
Hola, soy el hombre del lago.
Jeez.
Qué guapo. Ese el tren del Metrolink.
It's okay. You're white and speak Spanish. We get it.
I'm from Miami. A woman told police that a man had exposed himself at the Umsel South Metrolink station. The man
Bradley.
stood behind her and was touching himself. Police said the man eventually got on a train.
That's how it ends.
Got on.
Hold on.
When
Please, for the love of God, tell me he got off.
oh yeah, when
On
the
the
train,
train.
I'm getting
that's
there.
the headline. That's the headline, David.
When the train got to the Lambert Airport Terminal 1 station, he again took out his genitals and proceeded to have sex with the upper bar of one of the train seats for
What?
approximately 10 minutes. Police said that the man's genitals were exposed until he got off the train. The upper bar. That's the part that sticks out to me. in this story.
That's the new bar across the street from the Foundry.
The upper
Was he
bar?
standing on the chair? Was he standing on a seat?
That's the up bar. Sorry.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. You know, they kind of teased us with like getting into the logistics of how it happened, but then they just fell off a cliff, I guess. According to Kevin Scott, by State Development General Manager of Security, both incidents were caught on quote very detailed and very descriptive video. 6 months earlier, in June 2024,
That's not on World Star yet?
Nope. Are you in 20? Are you in like 2007?
Yes.
World Star.
Do you not listen to the vernacular that come out of my mouth?
True
Like,
story.
I am from that.
Our wonderful bar manager Lydia, who hold for applause, is who's like 23 years old. I had to explain to her what World Star was the other day. It was awful. I hated it. I got more gray hair because of it. Where was I in this? 6 months earlier, in June 2024, the Spanish Lake man was arrested and charged for the same activity, also at the Lambert Terminal 1 station. Fox 2 Now reports, the Metrolink operator parked the train at the station and stepped off for a few minutes. Police claimed that when the operator returned, he was aboard the train having sex with one of the seats. You guessed it, his genitals were exposed at the time. The operator continued on their route and until he exited the train at the Hanley station. That's 2 stops.
Listen. If there is one thing that Metro is, it is on time.
Yeah, that is true. The most
We
on
will.
time. The most on time in the whole country.
We're not going to
actually.
stop for anything.
That is true. The Metro Link, not the buses, just the trains, are the most on time and apparently often the cleanest, which is crazy. But it is true. It is true.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
Don't listen to what you hear, folks. You are
yeah.
twice as likely to
Get
be
on-
the victim of a violent crime in Chesterfield than you are riding the Metrolink daily.
And that was in 2019 numbers, actually,
Yeah.
before they added their applaud. That's
Yeah, fuck Chester. No, just kidding.
We love trains, just not that much.
Wow, you sound like Kara Spencer.
I got
Oh my!
more on that later. This incident
We love
happened.
trains, just not yet.
This
Not those
inci-
trains. Sorry?
This incident happened just 10 days after this man pleaded guilty for 3 separate counts of sexual misconduct involving indecent exposure. And let's play everybody's favorite game. Where did he expose his genitals? David, where do you think it was?
Leavenworth, Washington.
Bradley, where do you think it was?
On a train.
In front of a minor, actually.
Oh,
it was,
yeah.
he was being
We don't have mines anymore.
he was being held as of March 3rd on $50,000 bond.
That's cheap.
The moral of the story is have sex with trains just in the privacy of your own home.
That's fair.
Yeah.
When does it become sex work?
I don't know.
Do you get paid?
When you have to pay the fare. Have sex with trains in your own home, but don't fare jump.
Good point. What if it's just art?
Cool.
At the time of recording.
Let's make this one shorter, please.
Well, I'm gonna try. This one's
It's my fault.
Hey,
Yeah, it's my fault.
if
Sure.
it's
My bad.
anything, this is also about sex. But I put
What are you
the
doing?
weird one first.
You have a weird thing going on.
Go-
Right now.
What is sex weird, David?
I think you just want to
You're
have
the
sex
only
with
one.
trains too.
You're the only one with a child. You're the only one with evidence.
That just means it worked.
At the time of recording, neighbors worry about nearby houses hosting frequent sex parties. But are they legal? First Alert 4 investigates. Oh, warning to viewers, this story contains material that some might find graphic or offensive. I guess I should have said that the first time.
Yeah, that's way more.
Although I copied this off the thing, it was only listed on this one, not the other one. So do with that what you will. St. Louis, Missouri, First Alert 4. It turns out there are homes in St. Louis regularly hosting sex parties.
It turns out.
Oh my God, I knew it, said Alex, a resident who says the parties are impossible to ignore. Quote, we have children on this block. so it shouldn't be going on. It should not be. What are you pointing at?
Don't worry about it.
Just got a text from Gary Spencer.
More on
That's
that.
funny.
More on that later.
Love you, Kara. I genuinely mean that.
Generally, yeah.
Genuinely.
Well, more on that later. I'm the only city voter of the three of us.
Yeah, because you live in the city.
Yeah, of course. Why?
I work in the city.
It should not be. The parties are advertised online. Post after post promoting sex parties at a handful of regular locations in St. Louis, some of them homes in residential areas. Many are clearly labeled as sex or BDSM parties.
Labeled.
BDSM being an umbrella term for certain sexual preferences.
Wait. I love how specifically.
Yeah,
Maybe?
that's
I don't know.
Specifically
That's kind of a-
Not
non-specific
dinging
that is.
BDSM, dinging the phrasing.
Yeah.
Some hosts even include pictures of what they offer inside. Quote, water, alcohol,
It's a menu.
light refreshments, condoms, and lube. Others say, quote, there will be vendors selling wares to inflict pain and or pleasure. This was in First Alert 4. Imagine your mom who watches
Yeah.
the nightly news,
Yeah.
listening to the phrase, condoms, lube, and wares to inflict pain and or pleasure. I'm sorry for your mom's untimely death.
I never heard of such tarnations.
First Alert 4's cameras captured near constant traffic on otherwise quiet city streets. Quote, how often do you think this is happening? First Alert 4 Chief Investigative Reporter Lauren Traeger asked. That's a long fucking title. Quote, twice a week, at least twice a week. Yeah, sometimes 3 times a week, said Alex.
So wait. Is this the same Alex who, when approached with, so we heard that there's sex parties happening, said, well, I knew it, and then starts saying, and it's all the time, and it's look at all the traffic on my street, and whoa, who is this? Is this the only person they interviewed?
Yes, this is the only person quoted in the article.
It's this.
I mean, because honestly, it all sounds like they investigated, but it sounds like purely wild speculation.
Oh, just wait. There's one more twist coming up.
What?
Have you ever heard of journalism before? Continue.
I didn't
a long
write the
time
article,
ago.
Bradley.
Continue.
Experts say that despite Missouri's restrictive regulations, these parties might actually be legal due to loopholes in the law. St. Louis has an old ordinance prohibiting, quote, and this is really in the law, I know because I'm writing a musical about sex work right now, quote, more on that later, quote, a bawdy house, a house of ill fame, or a house of bad repute, whatever that might mean in 2025. That's from the article. But, quote, they're going to argue that they aren't providing services like a business, said a local attorney. I did quote one other person in the article. It's this guy.
It's
quote,
an attorney.
They're acting like a social club, a group of like-minded individuals sharing expenses. Quote, some even set up nonprofit status. Parking has also become a
How is
problem.
parking coming to everything? Stop!
My wife comes home.
Why?
My wife comes home and she doesn't have a place to park. My neighbor, his daughter comes home and she doesn't have a place to park, Alex said.
How is the story about sex parties? Go back to parking.
What's sexier than parking, David?
Have sex with your car if you love it so much.
Hey,
in the
you know-
privacy of your own home.
yeah, right? In the privacy of your own garage. Just turn it off first. Or turn it on.
Is that it?
Almost. Quote, it's scary because we don't know what's going to happen. Something can get really out of hand. Something may happen.
Yeah.
Someone may get shot.
What?
Who knows?
Maybe there will be an invasion from Mars.
Here's
Who
my-
knows?
Here's my thing.
Maybe an asteroid will come and hit the house.
Maybe
Who knows?
maybe an alien will come down and shoot us.
And probe you.
Who knows?
Does anybody remember, genuine question, does anybody remember when Channel 4 was just Channel 4?
Not
First Alert 4! Red! We're red now. Everything's red. Look at me, I'm red. Like, what happened? They moved to the county. That's what.
It is true. They did do that. Was that the one who did it
As
recently?
somebody who lives in the county.
Didn't they move to the county and then the other day get murked by a tornado?
The tornado was like, yeet them back to the city, dude.
You don't belong here.
It was as they were broadcasting. Was it Steve Templeton?
Yeah, and he like ran
And
off. He
Templeton's
was like,
oh, I gotta go. By the way, a dude we need to get on the show.
Steve Templeton?
Steve Templeton. Okay. Done.
and that was at the time of recording.
Thank you.
That's all the
Yes.
things going on in St. Louis, apparently.
We got one more segment in this half of the show.
Yeah, and it's good. It's good. It's about everybody likes maps. This one's not about maps.
It's
It's
map-
about flags.
baby.
And,
Let's go.
What's the name of the segment, everybody?
If
It
you
is-
like maps, you like vexillology.
This is our segment. It is what we're gonna say it all together because we do it. 5, 6, 7, 8. 31425. 31425 is the love child
Which
of a.
should technically be right.
Girl,
It's
let me
the
fucking introduce it. 31425 is the love child of a tier list and a top 5. You'll get it as we go along. 3 is mid, 1 is best, and 5 is great. No, it's not.
bad,
It's the
bad.
worst. You got me off my fucking game.
I love you. It was
We-
supposed to be on, like the show was supposed to be on 31425.
It was.
It was.
on
We threw
314 3/1/4/25, but oh well.
But the
A
tornado made Steve Templeton run away.
quick review of the hard and fast rules of flags, according to that one guy from 99% Invisible. Y'all know what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's a great episode.
Keep it simple. The flag should be so simple that a child can draw it from memory.
Yep.
Use meaningful symbolism. The flag's images, colors, or patterns should relate to what it symbolizes. Use 2 or 3 basic colors, no lettering or seals, be distinctive or be related. Those are the rules.
What if I have 4?
Keep those in mind as we move along. All these flags are according to this website, crwflags.com, which looks like it was made in 1994. So please excuse some of the pixelation you're about to see. Here is number 3.
This is very mid, but also
It's Florissant. It's Florissant.
Morrison.
right.
Pretty nice.
Yeah.
Can we all agree on one thing? Can
It's
we
all
agree
about-
on-
it's all about the
this-
you.
Okay, what about this? Just take away the seal. And then what? And then what?
Then you have a big.
Elite flag.
It would be all about the V, not all about the U.
The fluorescent.
I'm also realizing now it's like F. They spelled it F. Oh, it's Saint Ferdinand de Fluorescent. FLEW.
Well, that's because fluorescent was called St. Ferdinand before it was called fluorescent.
Was it really?
You
There's
host a
Saint-
show about St. Louis.
I'm not
you don't.
from here,
Okay.
Neither are
Go
you.
Speak Spanish more real quick.
but
And that's example
That's
of
it.
mid
Yeah,
flag.
okay.
That's number 3.
I was waiting for you to do that long. I was like, ding me, dude. Come on.
I was shocked. I was
All
like,
right.
number 1. let's all
one.
say it together.
St.
Louis City.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Our beloved.
Commonly the number 1 flag among the top 5 flags worldwide for any city.
Yeah.
It's true. It's really, really good. Who Twitter, before it became Nazified, I think it was like some Twitter thing that was like, yeah, it's like the number 2 flag ever, except Amsterdam.
I don't know. Yeah, it's a great flag. We love it, and it's also great, and we love it.
But we all know that. But in our preparation for this segment, we did find a flag in the area, weirdly, that came real fucking close.
Weirdly.
Yeah.
So we
Any
have
guesses? Real quick. Shout
Yeah, shout out. Any
anybody think
guesses?
A city in the region that
I
has a
didn't know
really,
it
really good
existed.
flag.
Nope.
All right,
apparently they need to do a better
How
job
did you
of
not
doing
know
this.
this existed?
This is it's new. It is adopted, like officially adopted flag. It is it's not even just in the county, it's in the Metro East to represent our number 1.1 because we couldn't quite top this, but it's freaking Belleville.
Belleville, baby. Look at that flag.
It's a solid flag.
How does a town like that come up with that?
That's great.
Just
not
kidding.
pixel-
Belleville's actually pretty good.
It's
I'm
not
okay with
pixelated
that.
in real life. This is the worst one.
Yeah.
For the pixelation, I hate it. It's,
Oh, it is quite. It does.
it's
look
bad.
Like
Yeah, it's
Mario's-
from that guy's website. That
It
looks
looks
like
like
it was made in
Mario's
1994.
horn.
It looks like who?
Mario. If he had a horn, just pixelated. 8-bit.
Don't worry. Don't.
I'm
indulge
saying
him.
8-bit things here. All right.
Have you
Hopefully-
played Mario?
Do you think I play video games? Look at me. I'm a recovering bro.
No, you look like you play video games, but you look like you play Call of Duty.
That's mean.
You look like
That's so mean.
You look like you play. I don't know. I feel bad now.
Hold on. You can probably figure it out. You could probably figure out the 3 games that I have ever played in my life.
Well, I know you
Mario
don't.
Kart.
I know you don't play
Mario
Mario
Kart.
Kart.
Everyone's played Mario Kart.
Well, yeah,
Mario Kart?
I whooped all your asses at Mario Kart.
no,
recently.
I've fun fact, never played Smash Bros. Because I was outside, unlike other people.
All right, just...
What are the-
my name is David, and I touch grass.
Yeah, touch grass, baby.
I'm never gonna guess.
Mario Golf.
That yeah, okay, that's
Because
right.
I obviously
that
look like.
tracks.
Yeah. Guitar Hero.
Yeah,
All right,
that's
sure.
fair.
What the fuck?
Everyone of a
What,
certain age.
what do you mean?
They said you would.
All right,
Is it because I can't play real guitar, but I can play fake guitar?
You can't. You actually.
that-
You can play real guitar, can't
Don't
you?
tell anybody.
Oh, why? Because you don't want to be famous for another thing.
No, I don't want to practice because if you tell me I'm good at it, now I'm gonna practice.
Well, because the algorithm won't like it, so you can't
I'm not gonna
be
record
good.
myself playing.
You can't be good at another
Why would I
thing.
do that?
TikTok 2025.
Number
you can't be good at more.
four.
things.
Number 4. Mickey Bradley.
We know it. We love it. It's the Edwardsville Township.
Never.
You got
It's
Somebody
bad.
said which one of us is gonna say it?
you've got letters. It looks kind of like a seal.
There's a joke here.
What's the joke?
There's a plane on a plane.
It's a plane on a plane. It's a plane on a plane.
But here's the thing: it's not even a plane on its own. It's a plane on a stand.
It's an image.
Oh
It's
my
an
God, it
image
is.
Of an
It's on a
image
stand.
of a plane.
I don't know.
Why? Like, what is so? Also,
It looks like it's smiling.
what
The plane does.
does any genuine question?
Can anyone identify that aircraft?
It's like some
Let's play
kind
our new game. Identify that
No,
aircraft.
no. Seriously though, somebody who lives here, one of you two, or I don't, someone on mic, please. Why this? Like, why the plane? It's not Scott Air Force Base because that's not in this city. It's not Limburg because he's not from there.
I'm pretty sure that plane is named Edward.
Also,
That's the only thing I got, man.
can we take
all I got.
a moment to acknowledge an Illinois township established 1808 is not quite centered.
And can we also establish that they're 2 different fonts?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
That's why it's great at number 4.
we got italic and handwriting. Ugh, it's wonderful.
One of the rules
Glorious.
is don't put words or letters or numbers on your flag, please.
Yep, please.
Don't do it.
A child can draw it from memory. Also,
Number 2.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure this red is also unprintable.
It's very red. It's very red.
Number
That might
2.
actually be like our city red too.
Number 2, it's pretty good.
The 2 is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty solid, and that is
You see this one all the time.
Creve Core.
Recore.
It's pretty good.
Not
The
bad.
symbolism is
It
meaningful.
looks like a butt crack a little bit.
But
But
if anybody's
it's literally a broken heart, which translates. So like that is like meaningful
I
symbolism.
don't know if it's a broken heart. I think it's just
David,
a
it's
snake
a-
in a heart.
It's either
know it is.
it's either a broken heart or a really wonky coffee bean.
I think Creve Core means crevice in the heart.
Yeah, that's why I said broken
hey,
heart.
look at that.
Actually, I don't know. Somebody who speaks French, is that right?
Yeah,
Thank you. And I think I think Creve probably is crevice because
Also,
languages
I just
aren't.
made that up.
David,
Is linguistics that easy?
or you could just read the
Shut up.
plaque in Grief Court Park by the little waterfall.
If
about
you've
it.
ever been hospitalized at Mercy, you've seen this flag.
So the butt crack flag. More on butts later in these flags because we
love butts.
we got
before,
some.
Before we get to number 5, we got some honorable mentions.
Honorable mention.
Yeah, we got some honorable
Very
mentions.
proud of this one. Very proud of this one.
And
Does
only-
anybody know? So, okay, what are you saying? Things?
Oh, yeah, I'm saying things.
Yeah.
David. I'm always saying things, and
Yes.
so are you. David insisted we put this flag here. I'm gonna say no. This is an honorable mention only for David. It does technically follow the rules, but I hate it. It is Lake St. Louis.
Why those colors? Because
Yeah, those
they're
colors are
amazing.
wonky. The colors are wonky.
Don't
So-
no, you don't understand. You
so-
don't get it, man.
No, we do.
What do blue and yellow make green?
Is that really it?
So, David, hold on. You're from Lake St. Louis.
Very obviously.
So the blue
Does it
represents.
look like I spent my summer on the boats?
Yes. And
Where's your monocle?
Yeah.
My monocle on.
David, what does the blue represent? You think?
I don't know. What the two? Wait, are there two blue? Yeah, the two lakes.
What does the blue represent?
The two different lakes.
Yes. What does the green represent?
The amount of money it takes to live in Lake St. Louis.
Okay. And what does this pale yellow represent? That's the worst part of it for me, is the yellow just doesn't have the same value as anything else.
the jaundice from all the kids there.
You know what? Jaundice.
There's a lot of jaundiced children in Lake St. Louis. I don't know. I don't know. I was thinking about Mercy Hospital. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
Well, they need to go to Creve Coeur then.
This is how improv works, people.
No, it isn't.
Can you tell I've never taken improv lessons
Well, yeah,
before?
this is, that's how the improv works. I say no, but.
And.
Yep. Also, Hazelwood.
Woo.
It's pretty good.
Right, yeah. Good reaction.
Is it a tree or is it fire? We'll never know.
It's the Moses bush.
Ooh.
Technically, that's a God bush.
Also, it says why. It's kind of a big why. Which is what you say when you go to Hazelwood.
Is there just a tree at an intersection that's like really famous in Hazelwood?
Maybe.
Because that's
Isn't
kind
it?
of what I don't know. That's what I'm envisioning.
Maybe one of these days we'll do more detailed research, but now we're going to move on to
We're
our
just
next.
purely based on vibes. The pair.
O is the correct response.
So
It breaks
vibes.
the rules.
Vibes.
this is David's "Hear Me Out" flag.
This is because this should not be this good. Like you look at it and you're like, doesn't follow all the 99% rules that we've established. Vexillology fans would be kind of against this, but you look at it and you go, hey. That's the word you make when you look at it.
In the vexillological community,
There's a lot of colors.
we call this an SOB flag, which
do?
stands for a seal on a bed sheet. Our dishonorable mentions before we get to number 5.
That's good ones.
And yes, number 5 is worse than all of these. It's Wentzville, baby.
That's
Fun
the
fact.
flag.
Fun fact. I am friends with the person that made this flag.
We have.
It was designed by him in high school.
We have not
Oh,
only.
so now it's a heartwarming story. A high
Is it?
schooler denied our flag.
We have not only an SOB, we have not only a seal on a bed sheet, we have a train, which doesn't exist in Wentzville, in their seal.
It used to.
Yeah, sure.
It goes right through downtown, dude.
The train?
Yeah.
Freight train.
There's
You
a train.
can't get there by anything but a car now, baby.
Disagree.
I want you to try.
We're talking about freight trains.
Oh, you're gonna hop a freight train?
Yeah, dog.
Next,
Because they
next,
own 98% of the lines in America.
stay
Next is
tuned for that
Wildwood.
video. Yep.
Hold on, Unia just said of the last flag, almost Sweden.
Almost
It's pretty good.
Sweden. Wildwood.
This is like the cafe that's trying to be Breadco but isn't.
And isn't that just Wildwood? Isn't Wildwood just like, we're almost Chesterfield?
Yeah.
David, you looked at this and like instinctually when we were looking at this, you like instinctually just screamed, papyrus! It's not papyrus,
It's not,
but
though.
it definitely gives those vibes immediately.
Can we pay real close attention to the trademark symbol that is featured in this flag?
Actually, it reminds me of Coder's shirt currently.
What? Don't
on-
call people out.
I am.
Don't call people out for wearing
Listen, if
Wildwood
you know where
merch.
Leavenworth, Washington is, you gotta own up.
Also,
fair.
David, we don't have a camera on the audience, so whatever.
Also, so
Good point. We are a pot.
my wife and I have this thing where we go to like different towns or wherever we like talk about every restaurant always has 3 words that describe it. You know, it'll be like, I don't know, freaking Benjamin's Pub, beer, food, good times, always. Now that you know that, every single place, 3 words,
Leaf.
always 3 words, or not 3 phrases, not 3 words.
Leaf.
House, nut,
Acorn.
Wildwood.
Leaf. House. Acorn.
All right, let's get to these last ones.
This is St. Louis's most ostentatious flag. I'll let you guys guess what city this is from.
It's really good. They got the colors down. Black and yellow. All right. Moving on.
And to the worst of the honorable mentions, and I promise this is the best picture I could find.
Bradley said the best thing about it.
Oh yeah, I'll
It's the city of Maplewood.
Oh, no, I thought we had...
Oh, did you skip?
Did you get one more?
No, this is not a tote bag.
Oh,
It is the real city of Maplewood's flag.
most importantly, why does it have the drop-down menu button on it? Anybody notice that?
Yeah,
What's going on?
love it.
Do maple trees actually grow in Maplewood?
A Maplewood
Categorical
resident.
answer. We love it. Number 5. Here we are. We're back. Number 5.
We're back,
The
baby.
worst flag in the region, by far, as we all know. Even worse than this. Give it up for the St. Louis County flag. Okay, Bradley, rapid fire. What is this flag actually depicting?
It's like just like really you zoomed in too far.
It's giving web header of like of an architecture firm, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. David, what do you think it's depicting?
Bird's eye view of a lightning bug.
Gotcha. It's a butt plug.
It's Butt Plug County.
It's a butt plug. It is.
But can we vibe with the bird's eye view of the...
No, I
Lightning
like
bug for a
that.
sec?
No, I'm down with that.
So
We
like,
don't want to give it credit though, so no, it's not. No, it's not.
I just wanna sit here and like just ruminate in the process that it took to get to this, right? Like St. Louis City, St. Louis County, we're going way back. Great divorce. Boom, we're done. Fast forward to now, we have all this division between the city and county, both all that and everything. St. Louis City has this great flag, but St. Louis County can't be associated with all that. So they're like, we're gonna make our own. And
We
we're
talked
gonna-
about this on the last episode.
We
can't-
did, yeah. We're gonna make it cool, baby. We're gonna make it real good. And then they did. Then Sam Page and the flag people,
Well, they
whoever they
hired,
are.
you know, ironically, who they hired?
Who did they hire?
People from the city. They hired the Kransbergs.
Well, maybe it was sabotage then.
Hey.
Honestly, that could be real.
It's
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, that's great. Yeah.
But yeah, just the fact that like
It seems
if they're going like the thing that pisses me off about it is like if they're going to try and say we're going to differentiate ourselves with a brand new flag, but we're going to take like one of the St. Louis city's like key icons, and it's a key icon of the region, but it is like specifically because it's in the center of the St. Louis flag. We're like take that and then iterate on that and just like make that our whole thing. It feels like they're not only trying to say, oh, we're separate from St. Louis City, but also like, well, we're superseding St. Louis City. We're puffing ourselves up like, we're the true leader of the region, blah, 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 blah. It's like, no, how about we all be friends and we break down that line and we make a really, really complicated nuance.
Metro government.
Let's change the constitution of the state and get everybody in rural Missouri to vote. Yeah, St. Louis, you can do something that'll benefit you in the region. That'll be easy.
If you want to make your own flag, pay your taxes to the city. If you want to root for our icons like the Cardinals and the Blues in St. Louis City that takes place in the city, pay your taxes in the city.
Battlehawks. Let's go.
Give us, we need the money.
And you know what's funny is St. Louis County's not even growing. They're losing
Well, let's
population
not talk.
to St. Charles County.
Let's get into politics more on that later in the second half of this show.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But we have a number 6.
We have and then we're gonna listen to more fun music.
We have a number 6. And
It's the first 6 ever.
I want to say, there's been a lot of great investment in this city.
And it's really unfortunate that it's this town, you know?
Yeah, I know. There's been a lot of great things have happened in this city recently.
Yeah,
a lot
but
of bad things happened in this city.
We don't want you to see this and feel
Think
like
that
we're
we're
punching
shitting on
down
it,
on
yeah.
the city. It's just this flag.
Yeah,
They
it's
deserve
bad.
so much better. They deserve so much better.
Yes, and it's Ferguson.
Oh
It's
my
bad.
God.
It's a really bad flag.
Yeah.
Everybody
all is
collectively
right.
groans.
Yeah.
It's because everybody loves
It's
Ferguson.
a roofing company.
Oh my God, it's a roofing company.
It is a roofing company. Yeah, or a
Yes,
yeah.
a billiards room.
It's a really cool bar.
Yeah.
Here's the
Established
thing,
in 1894.
It's kind of a good font.
No, it's a good font for
I'm not saying for a flag.
for your like Word document.
But what is it?
Probably I think it's like
We'll look it up
I
during
think it's Times
intermission
New
and
Roman
report
just
back
like
to you.
beefed up a little bit. Some sort of just like random serif font. Anyway, this is flags.
And that was
Flags.
31425.
Yeah.
Overarching.
Cool. We will. Anything else to say before we say we'll see you in a little bit?
Yeah.
We'll
15.
see. How about we'll see you in a little bit?
We'll
We'll
see
see
you
you
in
in
a
a couple
bit.
minutes. Go listen to some more Adam Manis.
Buy merch.
We'll be right back with some comment section readers theater.
Overarching, as always, is brought to you by First Bank. Bradley, St. Louis's most bank. Not only are they the first bank, they're St. Louis's largest local bank, actually. Specifically, we're sponsored by John Charlton. Thank you, Colin, a lender with the First Bank mortgage team. If you or a loved one has ever been affected by house and need to talk to a professional about money for a house, John Charlton will be your house money man. John is even my personal house money man. That's right, and I trust him with all of my house money needs. Thank you, John Charlton. Thank you, First Bank Mortgage, for sponsoring the show.
You think I could do like a sign flip thing with this? Like a.
Jesus. Oh, God.
Are we back, baby? I think we're back, baby. Yeah, Act 2, I guess.
Yeah. Act 2. Top of Act 2 is the part where we banter a little bit while latecomers come in, or we say screw them and jump right back into it.
I did want to, real quick, read something that our producer Unia sent on the break. Creve means die, so maybe David should stop guessing French words.
Also, like, a lot of words mean a lot of things.
I don't think that's true.
Also, they called you transphobic for never playing Smash. So, that's
I play Smash or Pass all the time. With the Smash Brothers characters.
okay. All right.
All right, you got those slides ready, Colin?
Yeah, Kirby.
Well, I don't because it's time for a different segment.
I know, I was making a joke about it. It's Smash Pass.
Oh, Smash or Pass. We're not playing that.
We're not playing that game.
Can we get, before we do this, before we talk over each other.
Are you going to say something really offensive?
No.
right now?
Do we have anybody in the room who doesn't know who this is? That's the first thing. So everybody.
Raise your hand if you don't know who that guy in the
The
box
man in the
is.
box.
Everybody knows. Good. Oh, okay. Do we know who Gregory FX Daly?
Yeah.
The one to whom we owe it all.
Usually, when we remember what city we're in, we usually do the pledge to Gregory FX Daily.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you guys are new to the show, which I mean, cool if you are. Whose introduction to Overarching is this? Anybody?
All right.
Hell yeah.
Shut it.
All right. Yeah.
That's
Way to go.
these are lies. These are lies. I don't know if Sam's lying, but the other
in the
person
back
raising
there.
their hand was my wife, actually. And I'm gonna double back on that because she has told me in no uncertain terms she does not listen to the show. There you go.
It takes a mayor to get you to watch our show.
You know what? We got
Respect.
we got both the candidate and the mayor on. So, you know, there's that. More on that in a little bit.
Yes.
It's time for my favorite segment at least.
CSRTT.
Comment section readers theater.
Comment section readers theater. Comment section readers theater is usually my way of therapizing Facebook comment sections. I typically write a little script based on particular, usually Facebook comments, arranged for content but unedited in their form. But this time it wasn't me, because somebody was inspired, and Mr. Bradley Rolfe wrote this.
I spent time wading through, I think it was something like 3.2 thousand comments, and brought you fine folks only the best.
We'll get into this a little bit in a bit, but this particular subject is near and dear to at least Bradley and I's hearts.
So yes, and
based
let's
on the
let's enter the Mind Palace and set the scene.
interior. KSDK News Facebook comment section.
Oh, Facebook comment section. It's gonna be good. Headline: several bars are boycotting Anheuser-Busch products in response to Pride sponsorship decision.
Let's go, baby. Fuck these comments.
We got a story written about us by First Alert. No, just kidding. It's KSDK.
It's worth noting for those who don't know, we are literally the picture on this article.
I don't even drink, but just might go buy some Anheuser-Busch beer.
So brave.
Busch Light, Bud Light is colored water, and Budweiser is just a can, headache in a can. I'm an actor.
That was really good, Colin.
Sorry, I'm gonna take another crack at that. Busch Light, Bud Light is colored water, and Budweiser is just a headache in a can.
Excellent. I don't like Busch beer either, but I might buy some too. To all the rest of you, go lick a pencil or get another COVID shot.
I ain't drank a drop in 30 years, I think. I'll go buy a case of AB.
31 years sober, Miller was always my choice.
I may do that too. I do not drink, but could use it in my barbecue sauce like my husband used to do.
Me too.
Me too.
So, you support homophobia?
No, I don't. I do, however, support a company's right to choose to support whatever they wish.
Weren't you just protesting them last year for doing a pride campaign? Be sure to drink it, then go drive to the store for more.
That's some real hatred there. Quote, go harm yourself and probably one or more other innocent people as well.
Thank you for your opinion. Have a nice day.
You too, thank you.
How come today on your new program you gave only one side of the several bar are boycotted ABP? How about the bars not boycotting ABP?
It's amazing to me how hateful can be. Have the life you deserve.
Hey, I drank Bud way before this. I'm glad you have equality now, but what do you want? Do you think we should pay for your parties? I will be drinking a Bud today, and I won't be thinking of you.
Bless your... I mean, they will be thinking of them, but anyway.
They're always thinking of them.
Bless your heart. I'm Southern, and in this context, it's not a good thing. I could tell I'd have to paint you a picture so you'd understand.
Oh, why is it hateful? She's just being funny. Nobody has a sense of humor anymore.
If you can't read and comprehend her hatefulness, you won't be able to read and comprehend anything from me either.
No, it's called having a sense of humor.
Well, maybe folks will just boycott those bars that don't have Anheuser-Busch beers.
Great idea!
Were you going to gay bars?
I don't think the gay bars are losing your business.
Defending a company while chastising individual consumers. How do those boots taste?
No, it's called having a sense of humor.
Drink in the backyard. River. Lake with friends. Orange heart emoji.
Orange?
That's what it was.
We didn't pay for color printing on these scripts.
They like the camo bush.
It's the
cans.
big one though. It's like the big, anyway.
So 30 years of donations isn't good enough. It's not like a company is required to donate.
It's not like the bars are required to sell their beer either. See how that works?
Who's gonna donate to my fishing boat fund?
What? So tell us you don't understand how a business works without telling us. Oops, too late.
This won't hurt the beer. It'll hurt the bars that are gonna cut stock of one of America's most sought out beers. That's business, not make-believe.
I'm smarter than you.
What?
And so is anyone that understands business. Have a great day showing how uneducated you are to thousands of people.
Shouldn't everyone just appreciate that they did it for years? I would think that people would be grateful. Why the anger?
They said they would and then pulled the money 2 months before. That's the anger.
They should have thanked AB for their years of sponsorship.
I heard they sponsored for 30 years.
Or maybe AB should thank the bars for carrying their products for all these years.
Of your partner/spouse cheats on you after 20 years of marriage, do you ignore it and say thanks for those 20 years?
Not a good example.
You're right. More like a friend you've had for 20 years who decided to come out to you and you dropped them.
Not great, but better.
As a business, they have the right to choose who to sponsor. They gave the community 30 years of support. I eat at Chick-a-Phil and drink Bud Light. I spend my money where I want. And yes, I'm gay.
I don't drink alcohol, but I do love those Clydesdales.
Always love the Clydesdale horses.
You know, their Clydesdales are beautiful.
Why should the community continue supporting AB when AB no longer supports them?
Is this a gay bar?
And that is Comment Section Readers Theater.
I just want to say, I practiced that way too many times.
And still did just okay.
No, I did it. I hit it. I hit it right.
It's worth noting tonight's sponsored by Urban Chestnut, but all sales of our remaining Anheuser-Busch stock, because we can't afford not to sell it, unfortunately. We can't just afford to throw it out in the street like
Or shoot it with an automatic
right, like a
rifle.
Keurig, you know. What do we think we are? But all 25% of the sales from all remaining AB stock go to the Metro Trans Umbrella Group. So our friends and neighbors down yonder on Oregon, go support them. Buy some Bush beer from us. And yeah, also April 4th, we're having a big old dance party to try to sell the rest of it. So if you've got nothing to do, come and do it. All right.
Speaking of holidays, we just had a major St. Louis holiday very, very recently.
Lent.
No.
It still is Lent.
Is it? I don't know. Is it still Lent? When does Lent end?
When the fish fries end, Colin.
But this
Is it
past-
Easter?
When Jesus dies and rises again.
He's done that like a few times, I think. It's kind of old hat by this
It's called
point.
Easter because he rises in the east.
You know what? No notes.
But this past Thursday was opening day of St. Louis Cardinals baseball.
Baseball.
We're doing baseball things, so I gotta put on.
Oh yeah, David just changed it, did a costume change.
on this table that doesn't have. You're flexible.
Yeah, sit and reach champ.
Yeah, I'm real flexible.
Green Tree Elementary sit and reach champ to this day, baby. I am not kidding when I say that. Do you know how petty I am? I stay in touch with my 5th grade teacher to make sure I still have the sit and reach record at Green Tree Elementary in Lake St. Louis, Missouri, on Ronald Reagan Drive.
Follow-up question.
Which is why I can afford Otani ones.
Because you grew up in a life of privilege such that you went to a school on Ronald Reagan Drive?
Yes, but more importantly, because I can't buy a shoe after a St. Louis Cardinal.
Let's be real. You don't have a mustache like that unless you got money.
It's just sad that I can't. buy a shoe that's like a Pujols. You know, I have to.
I
do a
think
show
you're
day.
assuming something that nobody except you can possibly intuit.
This is for 3 people in the audience.
These shoes that he's wearing, he did take out and show us before the show. They are they baseball's like first big shoe like this?
This is baseball's first attempt at trying to do Jordans, and there's this called the Shohei Ohtani ones.
They're not cleats. You can't wear them on the field like Jordan can wear his.
They're trainers.
Okay. Trainer.
Don't do the ER jokes.
I'm gonna.
We will never get off of
We
this.
won't.
The Union says not sponsored by New Balance.
Thank you. Are you gonna take your feet off the table, or are you just gonna leave them up there this entire time?
I've only ever bought.
Better question. Can you take your feet off this table? Okay.
Will you please?
I just want the
No.
power.
I meant like, is it possible?
Sure.
Yeah.
Still got it.
Do you go back? Follow-up question. Do you go back and reset the sit and reach record if it's ever beaten?
I'm not gonna lie.
What's the plan?
I did do it like. The last time, this is for real, the last time I checked in with her was 3 years ago. And at that point, I still had the record.
So what's the plan?
By a full inch, okay? And
Some
you
would
know the
say too
reason?
much.
It's not because I'm flexible, it's because I have stubby ass legs. I have the torso.
You're just long torso.
I have a torso of somebody who's 6'2", and the legs of somebody who's 5'5". I am 5'9 3/4".
One more follow-up.
Yes. I am 5 foot Harry Potter trained.
What's the plan if someone ever beats you? Are you just gonna go back and be like, all right, fuck these kids, let's do it. Like, I got it. I'm gonna beat all these children in their own gym.
We'll call ice on them.
Whoa! Throw the bell at you. Jesus.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
Oh, we did. Oh, yeah. No, in
Ballpark
Chicago.
Village? No, Ballpark Village.
No fucking way.
During opening day.
Holy
they
shit.
got a bartender. It's terrible.
Fuck.
Oh
Awful
my
shit.
God.
Yeah, it happens everywhere. This is America.
Boo.
Come on.
Oh, jeez.
Boo.
Yes. Boo more.
Well,
Not
hold
boo-
on.
Not boo enough.
Let's all reset the vibe.
Yeah.
Because
Let's think about Shohei Ohtani more.
no. Let's do is booger a funny word?
Booger, I barely know her.
Let's all just say it a couple of times. This doesn't negate the sad, but we're gonna be happy in here just for now. Let's all say booger 3 times. Ready, go. Booger, booger, booger,
booger.
booger, booger, booger.
You said it
Boogity,
more.
boogity, boogity.
You said it more than 3 times.
Booger, booger, booger. All right, it's time for the overarching St. Louis non-baseball baseball draft. We are going to draft an entire team of famous St. Louisans, dead or alive, that are not baseball players, to concoct the best baseball team you've possibly fucking imagined.
The most St. Louis baseball team.
Most baseball.
They're gonna rock everyone's shit.
Do you watch baseball?
Oh man, yeah. Anyway, what's the general manager's name?
Of our club?
Mozeliak?
Mozeliak's the president
Mozeliak.
of baseball
Didn't
operations.
he get booed on opening day?
Mozeliak is not the general manager. Veteran, who's our general manager? That's correct.
He's not on mic, David. What's?
He said Chaim Bloom,
Okay,
That.
our general manager,
Okay, fair.
not anymore.
who used to be the general manager of the Boston Red Sox.
Our new general manager.
No.
No, we don't have time. Our
Not in this town.
fighter later. Fighter.
I will never.
I don't know what's going on with all that. Hold on. Our general manager now. You know what is a good general manager? You need to control the narrative.
Yeah!
General
manager's
manager.
a really good one.
Yeah.
That's great.
We're never gonna get through this. We have so many slides.
Yeah.
I worked so hard on this.
They gotta get the whole team together. They gotta make sure
Has anybody
that
seen-
everyone's falling in line.
Has
And
anybody seen Moneyball? Brad Pitt. There you go.
They got to keep those little paper boys in line. That's right. It's Joseph Pulitzer, our general manager.
Pulitzer is our general manager.
Joseph Pulitzer, famous newspaper tour.
Did you know Joseph Pulitzer was from St. Louis?
Boo! Famous Union Buster, boo!
Famous villain in Newsies.
Christian Bale, yeah. Yeah.
And that's Joseph Pulitzer.
Keep
All
the
right.
little paper boys in line.
Yep. But then there's the bench manager. There's regular manager.
Yeah. The one who really matters.
The one who really matters. Back in the day, they used to have player managers. I said we need to bring those back.
Agreed.
They used to be able to, play a position. Yeah, Yachty. I mean, not now, but
He should have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need to be able to gather intelligence, and they need to be able to be athletic. That's why our manager is none other than the Josephine Baker.
Unbelievable.
Literally a spy.
Literally a French spy.
Josephine Baker, spy, dancer.
She has said, she's been quoted about how much she loves St. Louis and hates America. Which,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm into that.
perfect manager.
That very well could be the.
And she's like, you know what, France, pretty dope.
And
Actually,
something I didn't learn until Unia gave me these slides to put together. She had 12 kids.
what?
And 12 kids. Were they all adopted, or most of them were adopted? Most. And raised, some of them Christian, some of them Muslim, some of them
French.
Some of them French. That's not a religion, David. Wanted to really kind of spread the field as far as diversity and raise their kids in a really cool way. I've never heard of anybody doing that, which is really, really neat. But Josephine Baker, our manager, hire her corpse. Honestly, might be better than what we got now. Bradley, I'm gonna throw this one to you.
Yeah, the starting pitcher. We've got a starting pitcher. They're in there for the long haul. They're kind of they see the beginning of stuff, and especially if things go bad, they see the bad beginning and bad ending. And this person really their time on Earth was almost specifically the amount of time to grow up, see World War I from Europe, see World War II, and then just die from a heart attack crossing the street.
He's real good at painting the corners.
But here's the thing, as a starting pitcher, he's in there for the long haul. He's painting the corners. He is Max Beckman.
Yes, he is.
Does anybody not know who Max Beckman is?
I was gonna Bradley.
Yes, Max Beckman.
You have 1 minute to hyperfixate on Max
Beckman, German expressionist painter. He spent some time here in St. Louis teaching at Wash U. We have a solid collection of his works at the St. Louis Art Museum because of the May family in St. Louis who bought and collected some of his stuff while he was here. The really cool thing about this artist is if you like to see art in context, see the full narrative of everything, because we have so many pieces, there is one gallery off the main atrium at the St. Louis Art Museum that is all his works, and they're all arranged in chronological order.
It's on the east side.
It's really, really cool to spend time reading the whole story, seeing the whole progression of how his art shifted, of how the world shifted. It's rad. He's cool.
And that's time.
That's pretty good. Wow. It's like you're a stage manager professionally sometimes.
Bradley will give you an unauthorized tour of the Max Beckman exhibit. He will also give you an unauthorized tour of the Laumeyer Sculpture Park. Ladies,
Take him up
go
on
for it. The DH, for those of you who are not in baseball land, the DH is a designated hitter.
Josh Warber.
Yes, that's a person. The designated hitter is a person who doesn't play defense. They only play offense. They only hit. Designated hitter, it's in the name. This person is, longtime listeners of the show might know what's coming because there's only one person. So the point of a designated hitter is not really just to hit, but to get on base, to get to first base, get the freaking thing started.
OBP.
And not only you don't have to hit to get on first base. You can walk, or most notably for this,
You can strike out on you can.
You can get hit by a pitch.
So this is really, truly, we could call this person our designated hittee.
It's true. With a batting average of 0, but an on-base percentage of 1,000, because she's always gonna get hit by a pitch. It is Phyllis Schlafly. Phyllis Schlafly, the very definition of not a girl's girl. Ran for office twice, lost. Did irreparable damage to the feminist movement, almost single-handedly. The more you read about her, the worse it gets. Of course she's from Ladue. And somehow she lived to be almost 100. Only the good die young, baby. Fuck this lady. What a world we could live in if St. Louis could be known for Schlafly beer and the Schlafly name would be more known for beer than this.
Can I talk about our middle infield?
You sure can.
Okay, hitting fifth.
Start
Start it.
Yeah, fourth and fifth. Or not fourth and
Fifth,
fifth.
fifth and sixth.
Yeah,
No, wait, hold
actually,
on.
no, we're first and second still. I didn't really set up the
Our
whole
DH
batting
is
order
leading
thing.
off. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, because she's always going to get on base.
OBP.
Yeah.
Duh. Yeah, OBP
And then
matters.
batting second and third.
Yeah, second and third. That's correct. That makes so much more sense. In the second base position, somebody that is, you know, your second baseman, and like you want your middle infield to like typically have lots of character and flair.
Well, you want your second base and shortstop.
dramatic.
You want your second base and shortstop to be a dynamic duo.
Yes, you want them to be Tinkers to Evers to anybody who gets that reference. If you don't, you're probably a normal human. Do you not get that?
Nope.
Didn't you live in Chicago?
Like my family did.
Ah,
Give it to me in Florida Marlins terms.
Juan Pierre
Oh shit.
to Edgar Renteria.
There you go. Yep.
Hey.
Yep.
Am I
got
right?
that. Yep. So,
I think Juan Pierre was an outfielder, actually.
not Bradley. David, give
Anyways,
me some of the most
at
famous.
second base, the king of diss tracks in St. Louis,
Featuring.
at shortstop, Metro Boomin. And
It's actually
SZA.
the other way around. Metro Boomin featuring SZA.
We are, with this middle infield, we can single-handedly take down Drake. So Toronto Blue Jays, get fucked.
And maybe,
We will take you down.
maybe, in putting it in Miami Heat terms, for me to
What?
understand, maybe just like Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade,
Ah.
they can coax LeBron James to bring his talents to St. Louis. And by
I don't
LeBron
want-
James,
I don't
by
want
LeBron James, I mean Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, yes. I just I really appreciate rolling a double play, and I feel like Metro can hand that off to SZA quite well. Can we all appreciate that we both have Metro and SZA from the city? Like, that's pretty huge. Shut your mouth, Joe.
She's from Maplewood, New Jersey, actually.
Yeah,
The
she really is.
Metro Boomin has a key to the city.
I do not know.
It's
Let
on
me-
the
let me-
card.
Let me text Tashara real quick. I
So-
could. I don't know.
Batting fourth in the lineup is all about power, all about unchecked power. These people already have the gear. Catcher's got a lot of gear. They already got the gun. Catcher's got to have a gun. They got to throw. They got to catch people stealing. They also got to argue with the ump. They got to argue with these people that are freaking, these authority figures that are beneath them. That's why.
They got to deal with collisions at the plate.
I don't think that, well,
Well, these
are they
ones,
driving
these
it-
ones are causing collisions at the plate.
Yeah, with their SUVs. That's why. It's the St. Louis City Police. Number 12, the St. Louis City Police.
Oh, they were the ones that commented on the last part of that comment section. Is this a gay bar?
We gotta run a friggin' SUV through it.
They were the ones.
They flipped 5 SUVs in 2024, setting a record.
And then flipped another one on like January 3rd.
Yeah, it
which
was
is like
true.
so close to.
Yeah, it's
Their own, not 5 of other people.
correct. Yes. And like flipped is they didn't quite flip them. They ran into a gay bar. Didn't flip, but it did run into the front of Bar PM.
And then right after
Flipped
that,
over like 3 of them, just like apropos of nothing. One of them was just like not involving another car. It was just, I think Delmar and Euclid just turned it over.
That's when they crashed into there was a...
Well, there's the historically black church,
There's
too.
the historic black
I think
church
there's
in
two
North
separate incidents. It was wild. This all happened in 2024. Honestly, just St. Louis City Police. But also, learn to drive.
Now it's the Jeff City Police. Thanks.
I thought we were going to keep the mood up. Booger.
We live in America.
Oh, man.
Booger.
Yeah. We're I'm sure soon going to
Booger.
do a full ass episode on St. Louis City Police being taken over by the state. Despite the fact that we didn't vote for that.
Right.
Fuck them.
Everybody look at Kansas City. How's that going?
Well, in center field.
At least they get a north-south tram.
More on that later. More on that in a second when we get through this. In center field, center field's got to cover the field. They got to cover a lot of ground. You know, big presence.
They got to have wheels.
Yeah.
They got big wheels.
Large wheels, Colin.
There needs to be 27 identical ones, but the first one made in St. Louis, and that is not the cryptid. I'm talking about Bigfoot, the fucking monster truck.
Let's go!
Hell yeah.
Doing flips and shit.
It was the first monster truck to ever crush cars, and that is on public transportation.
Don't you want your center fielder to just make so much irreverent noise? You just want to be like, call off your guys. That's
Yeah.
Bigfoot.
Wait, I didn't read this card closely. So A, it's 23, not 27. B, Uni, I'm gonna have to ask you to chime in on this. Can you please talk iterations captured by Brazilian Customs 1?
Bigfoot number 9 was on a world tour and Brazilian Customs didn't let it go.
Give it up for Union for making these cards.
Follow-up question. How?
Yeah.
How did they capture it, and with what?
They got it into Brazil, they just didn't let it out.
Like a really big butterfly net, probably.
Yep.
Obrigado.
Oh, man. All right. Playing left field, because this is like non-derogatory where her comments are always coming out of, but they are the best. And they are zingers.
Yes.
And they are always hits, baby, one after the other. I didn't know this until we were putting together this segment, and then for 314 Day, she all of a sudden appeared all over the news, like repping St. Louis, and I was like, whoa, I thought you were from Houston, but you're not. You should come back. Please represent St. Louis. Please come back.
We want to
That
have
is-
her on the show.
We would love to.
We've already reached out.
What? It's
yeah.
Representative Jasmine Crockett.
What a legend.
What a legend. Rosati Kane High School.
Dude.
Representative Jasmine Crockett.
The amount of energy that woman has to have to like deal with the people that she deals with on a day-to-day basis.
It's unreal.
She's incredible.
Yeah.
And you want, first of all, when you think about a person that just like punches above their weight in left field, it's Barry Bonds. Right? I feel like Jasmine is like Barry Bonds before the roids. You know?
Shorter.
Shorter, yes.
Shorter?
Less
played in Pittsburgh. No, just kidding.
less head circumference
Lower voice?
than Barry Bonds.
No, that's if you take steroids, your voice.
Your voice goes up? Yeah, it goes up. Oh.
Why do you think Mark McGuire, like from when he came from it's a whole thing there.
Oh, wow. All right.
Love you, Mark. Is Mark a subscriber?
Is Mark in the room with us?
Fun fact, Mark was only here for like 3 years. Did you know that?
Yeah, because he played for the
Athletics?
formerly Oakland Athletics, right?
Oh, sad.
The now Sacramento
Screw
Athletics. I thought we
John
were going to keep
Fisher.
the mood up.
Booger.
Booger.
Stop.
Playing right field.
I think Bradley should take this one.
Why?
He doesn't have the notes in front of him.
Yeah.
I have the notes.
Okay,
That's why I'm driving the show, because I'm the only one with the notes.
The notes.
I changed them since I put them in the thing.
The greatest writers are always editing.
Yeah. Right, sober,
Don't give him
drink
that.
later. What?
Yeah.
That's the quote. Right field, you need a hometown hero. They don't necessarily need to be good at baseball. They just need to be good at chatting with the fans, getting snippy, roasting fans in other cities, telling them how freaking shitty they are, telling Tom Brady to go shove it, whatever. What did she say?
And she made fun of how he kisses his kids on the lips when he's like 11.
Current Central West End resident, Nikki Glazer, baby.
Don't tell her we outed her as a Central West End resident.
That doesn't quite narrow it down.
That's true. Good point.
Exactly, Doc.
It's a very dense neighborhood.
Yes,
One of the most walkable, beautiful neighborhoods in St. Louis.
it sure is. When your friends from New York come to St. Louis and you want to be like, well, us too, taking the Central West End. It's the busiest Metrolink stop.
It is. It's the most
It's almost like
ridden
yes.
station. Yes.
It's almost like when you make a walkable neighborhood, public transportation isn't actually shitty.
Or like a world-class hospital too.
That's also true. Well, it's like when you put density around a fucking thing, it works. Ooh, crazy. Playing third base. David, take this one. This
Here's-
one's easy.
We
You
got
it.
the most important thing you need to learn about third base. It's really important to have range and to be able to just like throw further and like go further than you thought humanly possible.
Stay on the metaphor.
Stay on the metaphor.
Hits.
Everybody's got hits, dude.
But this one's got hits
Okay.
after hits.
Also, like third baseman typically, like in baseball, for some reason, there's a lot of third basemen that are like descendants of other third basemen. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's not nepotism. It's just like it seems like the hot corner.
It's a little bit of
is where you
nepotism.
just reproduce the same like amazing thing over and over again.
Tune into the Patreon for David's baseball conspiracies.
David, I will say,
Dan Kroenke killed Princess Di.
David, I shouldn't have turned it over to you. David
you want
is
me
a
to talk about my theory about Dan Kroenke killing Princess Di?
We've already done it. Go watch the old episodes. David gets so far into actual baseball that we lost the plot.
Why do you think he
on the
bought
metaphor.
Arsenal Football Club?
David, I have the mute button.
Ike Turner's daughter, Tina Turner.
Not Ike Turner's daughter.
It's Turner, right?
No.
She's got no. They were married. Lots of problematic things about Ike Turner. That's not one of them. She's got hits. The joke was she's got hits and has range. It's Tina Turner,
But I need to do extend it.
Ike Turner's wife.
Hold on.
I'm pretty
Everybody
sure
knew
they
that?
met-
Hold on. Everybody knew that?
Yeah.
This is, first of all, this is the problem about being raised in the Wentzville School District. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
We went over
Wentzville
this.
Indians, mind you.
Stay tuned to
Thank
future.
you.
Stay tuned to future episode for our high school mascot tier list. We actually do have it all planned out already. And that's Tina Turner, baby. All right.
New Balances are comfortable.
Let's hope this fucking works. Playing first base for the St. Louis baseball team, maybe the Cardinals. You know, I don't know. We didn't specify a St. Louis baseball team. So
The St. Louis Perfectos.
there you go. The Cleveland Spiders. That's a deep cut.
Did you know the St. Louis the Perfectos?
We don't have time,
Sorry.
sweetie. We don't have time.
Named after a cigar company? Sorry.
The first baseman, they might be a little past their prime. It's fine, but they need to be a person who looks out for the rest of the team, and they get to determine whether you, sir, are going to even get to first base tonight.
Oh.
And that is for playing first base, Madam Eliza Haycraft. In 1870, Eliza Haycraft was the richest richest woman in the city of St. Louis, having built an empire of brothels on 3 simple rules: respect, consent, and pay up front. As rich men stand to profit while rights are stolen in the name of morality, the madam must fight back to protect her fortune, legacy, and her girls. Opening July 25th, see Madam, a musical written by me, under the direction of Sam Hayes, who's sitting right there, and starring our friend Kimmy Kidd, pictured here. See her right here at Greenfinch. Tickets on sale right now at greenfinchstl.com/tickets. We got Eliza. Eliza Haycraft, actually a freaking baller. One of quite a few madams in the city of St. Louis. And I'm gonna get my minute to hyperfixate for a second. I'm reclaiming my time. Eliza Haycraft, a few different madams at this time period in 1870. Literally the richest and most powerful woman in the city of St. Louis. Turned her houses, like, sex work aside, into basically de facto women's shelters. Had houses all over the city that protected women and from the horrors that during the Civil War and everything that were going on outside. And then the city of St. Louis decided, hey, we're going to legalize prostitution in 1870 with the Social Evils Act. And what it really did was just defy Eliza's ability to require respect, consent, and pay up front, because it was the duty of the government to tell the men, oh yeah, no, you can just go in and do whatever you want, but these ladies, it's fucked up. And the story that we tell is imagining the last year of her life. It's all the last year of her life, by the way, and how she overcame that with the help of her girls, and why she's still, to this day, buried in an unmarked grave at Belle Fountain Cemetery. It's fucked up. Eliza, baby.
Isn't she's incredible? Give it up for Eliza. I think it's just so awesome that, like, after a Civil War, St. Louis is like, let's get all sexed up. And then divide the city and county.
Right away.
Right away. We're just like, you know what? I'm done fighting. Let's make love, not war. Fuck you. I'm actually dividing. It took like 9 years for them to be like, I think I'm done with sex.
And that's on.
I don't want to pay your taxes.
And that's on Post Nut Clarity.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Sorry, my wife.
Did you know originally in 1876 they wanted to make the city limits grand?
Yeah.
Because they're like, the city's never going to expand all the way out into the country past Grand Avenue.
Well, that's like, speaking of Eliza, not to get, mired in history here, but like, that's why the Social Evils Hospital, which was part of the whole Social Evils Act, where they were like, hey, if the women get diseases from having the sex, we're gonna send them out to this women's hospital. And that, it was just men being like, there's something wrong with that lady, and then they arrest them and take them to the Social Evils Hospital. That's why they built it all the way out on, the building's still there, on Arsenal and Brannan.
Yeah.
It's the huge, like, Capitol building-looking building that was like the quote-unquote insane asylum for a long time, but before that it was a women's hospital, and before that it was the Social Evils Hospital.
And fun fact.
Fun fact.
Who was born there?
At the Social Evils Hospital?
Well, it was after it was the Social Evils Hospital, it was just a regular hospital.
Who was born there?
Wasn't that Josephine Baker?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Josephine Baker, born at that hospital when it was a women's hospital.
Bringing
Crazy.
it full circle to
There
the
you go.
end of our lineup.
Wow, we really did go off track there.
Speaking of being
Shut up.
off, I got one. Speaking of being off track,
Good one.
We're done with our lineup now, but a relief pitcher. The pitcher, we could bring out somebody at the end of the game.
Everybody needs a health.
They're sitting around most of the time. They, you usually, relief pitchers, they're usually, like, especially closers.
Yeah, their contracts.
Real famous, like, paying way too much for like 3 outs worth of work, paying way too much for it, and then they get burned out real quick. And that's the loop trolley, ladies and gentlemen.
Because you saw the vision of what Andrew Miller was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you saw the vision of like what a tram could do and go through Forest Park, and like $50 million would potentially get it through Forest Park. And you saw, nope. It didn't turn out that way,
Let-
did it?
Let me.
Didn't turn out that way.
I'm just going to say for all that can listen, the loop trolley is not public transportation. The loop trolley is not public transportation. Don't think that that is what a streetcar is, please, St. Louis. I know you people in this room do not think that, or else you wouldn't be at this show. But the loop trolley is not public transportation. Tell your friends it sucks. Why did they record the bell? Why did they make a bit-crushed recording of the bell?
Because the bell didn't go ding, ding, ding. It went clang, clang, clang.
That's how the trolley song goes. And you know what? You know what's the worst too? Is that the loop trolley. Like, has anybody ridden it in here? Yeah. So I did somewhat recently as public transportation. Weirdly enough, I was working at the Black Rep, which is up on Skinker, and I was down at the Bolivar, and I was like getting off the metro, and I was like, I think the loop trolley is actually gonna come, and I could get on it. Holy shit. And I did. And you know what's the worst? It's actually, hot take, it's kind of nice. Like, on the inside, it's like painstakingly recreated from hardwood, great light fixtures. They even got like the little, like the door opener, like that's like, it's vintage. There was actually people on it. There was a security guard on it. It was, and it was smooth ride, separated grade for most of it. Like, what the fuck? And then they couldn't get a bell, a real bell. The loop trolley.
Yeah.
And that's our St. Louis baseball team.
For the World Series. Get that pennant.
Anyway.
This has been Overarching.
Don't forget to go vote April 8th if you live in the city. We have plenty of other races that are happening too, including our comptroller. It's a whole thing. I'm Colin.
That was great. I'm David.
And I'm Bradley.
I thought that was timed out. And this has been Overarching. Thank you so much, guys.
Overarching is a production of Fly North Theatricals. This live episode was filmed here at Greenfinch Theater and Dive in sunny South St. Loogie Magoogie. Our producer is Unia Gilbert. Our logo design is by JP Burks, aka Scrub. If you're watching on YouTube, do the like and subscribe stuff. If you're not, you missed a lot of visuals because this is a visual show. Thanks, guys. See ya.